You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Do a countdown, Jimmy. Wait, hang on a minute.
No, it's...
Okay, do it. Go ahead. I'm ready. Hey, everybody. Growing up Chestnut here. We're so glad to have you back.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You miss me?
I did not. Yes, I did miss you. No, I missed you.
Well, Becky and I this week are we've had a fun week. Wes got ordained.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Yes. I'm excited about that.
That was really cool.
He was excited about it. He's very emotional about it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, it was really good. I liked listening to him preach because, one, he looks so much like his dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I was sitting there like, I can't believe, but his mannerisms, but even one thing that I liked about his dad when his dad preached, his dad was all in, you know?
Yes, he was.
Becky, are you okay?
Yes, stop it.
I can't help it.
Stop.
I have IBS.
It's in the appropriate time for me to laugh. Yes, go ahead.
So anyway.
Okay.
You're laughing at my disability.
I wish it was a disability.
Okay, so anyways, but no, because his dad always preached with such, I guess he was the first one I ever really saw that really, he had meat to, not that others didn't have meat to it, let me say it this way. He brought a unique style to it because he
brought you into it.
Yes, and he would also bring, like what Wes did the other day was, he's going into an illustration. I'm waiting, is it going to be King David? Is it going to be
I know.
But then he brings another, from the Knights of the Round Table or whatever. I don't know what it was now.
Crazy.
I didn't really listen. But anyways, but it was really good because he told this history of something and how he brought it together. It was just really good.
I know how he brought it back into.
So I really enjoyed it. But the fun part was I got to give the charge.
Yes.
And so as I'm giving the charge and I'm up there speaking, I don't see all the stuff that's really going on. Next thing I know, there's my little grandbaby, Delilah.
While you're up there,
so I pick her up and I
took on and did an illustration with her, just like it was
planned. People watching online, they thought I had my grandbaby down there the whole time as a prop.
She was slowly creeping up there. Grandma, what did she call it? Nana was trying to keep her down, but
Poppy was up there.
Yeah, she is about her Poppy. I will say that.
Poppy. So we're going to show you pictures right now. Jamie took, and it's funny because Jamie goes the progression of Delilah getting to Poppy.
Did you hear her singing though, when Wes was preaching? She opened the songbook because everybody, she did that for
everybody.
Yeah, so then she opened it up and she kept going. But she was singing real soft, and then she would turn the page. Me and she were cracking up.
Well, when you went up to do to play the piano, she's going, "Hi, Gigi, hi, Gigi," and you went and say hi. She goes, "Hi, Gigi."
I know, they made me feel bad. Liam was doing that the other day too, and I didn't hear him. And I was up at the piano.
Yep.
And they're like, "Didn't you hear him?" And I'm like, "No."
Grandkids are so precious, aren't they?
They're awesome.
They are. But Becky's been gone for a while, and I've been gone for a little bit. It's just we've had a lot of things happening, and so we missed last week, and so we've kind of regrouped. And one of the things we want to share today's just a little. It's going to be a short little clip, but we want to just tell you of what's coming up. So we do have some people we've reached out to that we're going to be doing interviews with that knows our family well, and some of you people know quite well. And
we keep saying this, but we're actually going to get them on. And
we've
been having technical difficulties. Well, one of them, there came a rainstorm and the internet wouldn't work, and then one of them.
Well, let's be honest. One is Jeannie Noble.
Yeah.
We're wanting to get Jeannie Noble on here because they have known our family for years.
Right.
Okay, and they have great stories about their family, our family, stuff like that. But it's hard. Jeannie and them are traveling, so we have to. We have to get them when we can.
Yeah,
and
she said this is harder than
one time, and she couldn't. I think I could picture her out there trying to get a signal.
She said my internet, yeah, and that happened to our cousin. We have a cousin that's had the same situation because they had a storm come out, and then she's like, they're out in the middle of nowhere, and
wiped out the whole internet with it. So we have, but then I have a guest with an S on the end.
Guesses.
I have guesses on this
kind of like
that you don't know about, which are going to be fun.
Oh, good.
And share some stories.
Maybe.
It's going to be fun.
But you scare me when you surprise me.
When I plan you
yes,
things?
Yes, absolutely.
Have I not proven myself yet?
No. You've proven to be the same. I mean, and you're...
Wow.
And he doesn't edit when I need him to edit.
Well, no, because she would take out all the fun stuff.
Drives me insane, totally insane.
So we are bringing it. To you. We have some interviews and some things like that we're going to be bringing that you're going to really enjoy. Because I really enjoyed Chrissy Nobles.
Yes.
That was fun talking with her.
I actually like when we have the guest.
I do too. Well, like Christy, we hadn't seen her.
No, and we just picked up where you left off.
And it did. It felt so. I mean.
Yeah, was it Jeannie said that I looked nervous? Like. What are they saying?
Mike and Christy.
What is going to go on?
Me and Christy never have a filter.
No, they don't have filters.
We don't have filters.
No.
But Christy and I were very good because
you're the baby in the
I
family.
knew that I would be, you're, and then she knew that Martha was probably going to watch, and so she was on her best behavior because Martha was probably watching. But anyway, so we're going to have a couple of people that are going to come on. Then we have our family.
Yes.
We're going to do a music one.
Yes, we're going to do.
I'm excited about the music one.
Yes, I am too. I am too, yeah.
So that's going to be good with it. But then we also are going to interview, we're going to do some stuff with some of our guests. With some of our listeners. Some of the people who've listened, who will come on here and can tell us some of their favorite stuff. Some of them have been people who've been in our life, but they don't want to do a whole big thing, but they want to do a little one. So we're going to talk to them later and splice them in here and there with it.
That's cool.
But then we're also going to get Dad.
Yes. Yeah, he's, everybody wants to see Dad, and Dad loves to do it.
Dad loves to do it.
He loves to do it. He gets his little list out, his stories.
He goes through it, but the last one we did, people thought he was cussing because I had to bleep him out so much because he was using names.
We don't use names of...
We use names sometimes.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
on the people we think will forgive us.
And some things are funny, but sometimes the people that did them didn't think they were funny. They didn't know they were being funny. Because we see the humor in things that you probably shouldn't see the humor in, but we do.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
You do. No, you do. See what I'm saying? He's inappropriate. And then he drags me into it.
So then let's go on to a serious note. So we'd like to also invite you guys to watch our other podcasts that we're doing. If you don't know about them, I do one called Intentional Guy. And I interview a lot of people I've interviewed a person from Australia, South Africa. I just did an interview that aired from a lady who was in the killing fields back then. Yes, and she tells her story about how she survived that and how God brought her through it. So there's been some really good ones with that. But then I do one with Pat Milligan. We're going to it's going to be coming on, we're changing the time. Me and Pat's been tweaking it. And it's really more Pat Milligan gives a short little charge. And so what we're doing is we're going to do it on Monday mornings now. Every Monday morning we're going to have that so that people can have that to really get their week going. But Becky just started a podcast called The Fundamental Gypsy.
Yes, Gypsy Life. No? What is it? Yes, Fundamental Gypsy Life. And I did have somebody ask me, what is that? What it is about that title? And, well, I'm a fundamentalist, independent. And, but we grew up I didn't grow up. Well, I did grow up. But
But in your adult life.
But in my adult life, we traveled like gypsies. We never knew where we were going to stay or what we were going to do, so, and that's just, Wesley came up with that name, and I loved it because it's me. Right. That's who I was, and kind of am still. But, so I'm enjoying this, and this journey that God gave me that I kept fighting it against. And I was talking to Jamie and Wes and told them about how God's dealing with me, and I've been for a long time. And then the next thing I know, they've got me on it, got me going. And
Well, I listened to your first episode. It was really good.
thank you.
You know, it's
I'm
hard
excited
to share your story.
Yeah. Well, it's choppy. I know, and you can tell it's choppy. Well, they laugh at me first. At the first few seconds, I say podcast, and by podcast.
You mean podcast?
Yes. And all three of my kids separately said something about how many times it's a podcast. So then I'm like, okay, I'm
Then
taking
you
it.
get paranoid.
Yes, absolutely. And then, but Jamie and Wes were there, and it's the first time I told my story. It's really the first time. Jamie's heard a lot of it, but I don't tell it to anybody, except Jamie has heard a lot of it, but nobody else.
Right.
I didn't even share it with Mom very much, and so I'm trying not to cry, but as I was going through it, and Wesley, you know, he's turned his life around, and but he's very emotional, and so I would look at him or Jamie, and they'd have tears, and then I'd start crying, and so we'd have to stop it, you know. So he was trying to edit. I said, "Don't put any of my crying in there. I don't want any of my crying because I'm prideful, I guess. I don't mean to be, but anyway, because I ugly cry, ugly laugh. When I laugh, it's ugly. So anyway, I was excited about it. So that's why it's choppy, and it's just me getting used to the camera and into my own rhythm, I guess is what you want to say. But I've got some exciting guests. I'm excited.
I am too.
Very excited.
I think, you know, I joked with Becky earlier, but if you want to book us for your church. But I am excited. I'm getting ready this year, and I think you should too. And I would love to do it with you. But I'm going to be speaking to some men's groups, some churches, sharing my story.
You want me to come with you to the men's group? I would love that.
Would you? I'll let Bill know that.
They'll probably love it too. Oh, break.
But, you know, since I wrote my book, Exposed, so that's got... I've got a couple places that have asked me if I will come speak, so that's going to be coming up in the new year, and I'll be doing that. But a lot of people like me to do humor too.
That's what I get a lot.
You know, and so people don't realize it's hard to be funny on demand. We're just funny naturally, but I don't really have to think about it. I kind of give me the mic, and then it just goes.
Well, I've had a couple want me to do a comedy thing. I'm like, I can't do that.
Oh, we got stories though.
I know.
And we can go and sit down and we can tell the life of a pastor's family and all that stuff.
Well, when I got on the
It's
plane
hilarious.
to leave where I was going, I started jotting down things, and I was like, amazing, the funny things in our life, and I started writing like dialogue with it and stuff, and then I never touched it again.
Yep. Well,
And that's been a long time ago. But
and since we've been doing the podcast, we play off each other very well.
Yeah, very
so,
much
you
so,
know,
yes.
It'd be fun.
Probably
and
because
so
we've
you
always
throw
had
Greg
some-
into the mix.
Oh, but I love that too. I know.
That was a fun episode
It was
with
a
Greg.
very fun episode. It was a nervous one. I get nervous with you anyway. But you and Greg on top of it, and then we had Dad, and Dad was like the worst.
I know.
Because he kept
right?
he was saying names, and then he's like shaking his head at me like, you know. Later he goes, I don't know what the problem is. I said, that's what Mike always says. What was the problem?
So, well, anyways, we know this is kind of short, but our thing is we just want to let you know what's been going on. But we do have plans for the podcast. We're going to be changing the look a little bit, but we're going to have a lot of more interviews coming up here as well.
Absolutely.
And then there's a couple other ideas that are going to be little surprises as we go through this.
Yeah, we're excited. I think we're getting this better. I mean, like our second season.
Yes.
And I think we're getting better at it. And
we've done a couple. I can't remember. We've done like 20-something episodes now.
And they've been hit or miss. Have you looked at them? Some are really. There's one that's blurry, and then there's one that sometimes you can't hear it. But I mean, as we go along,
we're learning. We've gotten some new equipment. We're trying new things to see what we can do, and we're trying to make it better. And we'll just do it. So.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep. But thank you guys for watching us. Don't
Yes.
listen to our brother when he's like, "Did you guys not have a life or whatever?"
I don't know if you hear that.
Oh my gosh, he's so. But anyways, thank you guys for watching us. Watch for us next week. We'll be bringing you guys some great interviews. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.